Hi there folks, Marcus from Spotix Underwater Vision here again. Today we're going to be talking about another live streaming method. This is probably going to be the final video in this series on live streaming. We've covered a lot in the last few videos, and this video is going to be talking about the RTSP protocol. And the beauty of this method is that you only need really minimal hardware. So all you need is an IP camera. Even this little board camera here will be able to do this. So in that regard, it's one of the more simple methods that we've talked about. On the other hand, there are a few complexities on the software side of things that we'll need to address. But let's get back to the office and we'll go through all those and show you how you can get live streaming using RTSP. Alright guys, so back in the office now. Got our IP camera here. As I mentioned earlier, it can be a little bit hit and miss as to which camera model or brand is going to support the RTSP stream. But if you stick with some of the more well-known brands like Hikvision, you should be okay. Even if the documentation doesn't explicitly say that it supports RTSP, most of the newer models will, and there is a way to figure a way in, even if it's not in the manual. So let's go ahead and open up the software we need. Okay, now one of the things you may need to adjust is the settings on your camera. So, good idea to log into your camera. Go into Setup and Video, and these are the settings that we've found work for us and this particular camera. Yours may differ, but for some reason either VLC or OBS is particular about these settings. It will accept on an RTSP stream. So here we've got 720p resolution. You don't really need any more than that for a live stream. 720 is sufficient. Frame rate, we've got 25. Bitrate, 1024. You can probably bump that up as long as that stays under 2000. It seems to work fine. Let's go ahead and save that and refresh. The first thing we need to do is open up VLC. We need to make sure that VLC is working. Make sure that the camera can be seen by VLC. So the first thing we need to do is go Media. We need to open Network Stream. Now here's where you need to know some of the details of your camera. This is the RTSP URL, and each URL or the format of the URL is different for every camera. So even if your camera doesn't say in the manual what the RTSP URL is, you can normally figure it out. You can see here these are all the different attempts that we've made for different cameras. Once you find one that works for your brand of camera, it will normally work for all of the cameras in that range. So the one that we need for this particular camera is this one here. So you can see the format of the URL. That admin is the username. Then we've got the password. Then we've got the camera's IP address. Then we've got the RTSP port. And 554, that is the port or common port for RTSP. So your camera will likely be 554. That won't change. And then this tail end of the URL is going to differ depending on your particular camera. I'll put in in an overlay some of the different variations of RTSP URLs that you can try. This one here, so we're using a Dahua camera. This one here seems to work for us. So once you've chosen that, choose play, and then with any luck, there it is, we've got our camera. Once we've set that up, we then need to go into OBS, and like we've done in all of our other videos, we need to add a video source. So we just click add. We need to choose VLC video source. We can just leave it as VLC video source as the name. Click OK. We need to add a path or URL. And what we should have done before was copied this. Should have copied that. Anyway, copy that in, click OK, and there we can see our feed. So we've got 720p feed, but it looks like it's not, output is not, yeah. So we've got a 720 feed coming in, so let's change the canvas. That's going to give us a full screen there. So now we've got that in OBS, we just need to open up YouTube and start streaming from OBS to YouTube. Alright, so we're now in YouTube, so we need to go create video, go live. It's going to bring up this streaming page. We need to click on stream. We don't want webcam. Stream name, let's call it test. Description, RTSP, test. That's the category. Schedule for later. No. No, it's not made for kids. Create stream. Now, because we've created a new stream, the key will have changed. So we want to keep that secret. Don't show that to anybody. So keep that hidden. We want to copy that, and we need to change our settings. Change our settings in OBS. Stream key, delete that, paste in the new key, apply, OK. So that should be now set up in OBS. We've got the right stream key from YouTube. YouTube is now waiting for us to start streaming in OBS. So once we're happy with that, let's start streaming. Now you can see here you've got no drop frames, we've got good data rate there, so hopefully YouTube should start seeing it. It's telling us we've got an excellent connection, and we should start seeing the preview shortly. Okay, so you can see that our live feed is shown up here in the preview window. Button's gone blue, so we're okay to go live whenever we're ready. That's it, guys. That's an RTSP stream. As I mentioned, it's in some ways really simple from a hardware perspective. All you do is plug in your IP camera to your computer. A little bit more work perhaps to try and get it up and running, but it's a really versatile system. If you've got any questions about live streaming, underwater or otherwise, please let me know in the comments below, and thanks again for watching.